I have asked some of the students about some of the questions they might have for my guests. And so I have picked, I think, 5 or 6
Okay.
questions. Let's go over this real quick and then to see what advice you might have for them. So I have Calvin. Calvin is in business, and he said, "Are there a lot of job opportunities out there when I get out of college?"
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
it.
Right now, yes, there
Okay.
are so many. And I would have to say, for advice, is to the best with the job opportunities, especially within this region, to involve yourselves outside of campus. So it's important to be involved in campus. It's important to build your network here with your fellow students and friends, but it's also important to be involved in the community in some form of group that's external to NDSU. So whether that's a networking a group or if it's a service group, really start to build some of those relationships, because when the time comes where you're graduating, you're looking for a job, that's a network that you're going to be able to rely on that can say, oh, here, let me introduce you to person A who works at organization 1 who's looking for this particular position that you're going to be perfectly poised for. And so having that network really allows you to navigate a successful career here and even negotiate a little bit higher up than what's advertised on a resume, or not a resume, but a job opportunity, because there is that relationship.
Wow, wonderful. I have been in this group of students that I asked. I didn't have a communication major,
Okay.
but I have Ben. He is in engineering, and he said the question he would ask you would be, "What is your favorite part of your job?"
My favorite part of my job.
Yeah.
Okay, so I absolutely love all my coworkers and team.
Mhm.
So I love working with them, and I also love working with the community. So I think it's that relationship aspect of getting to know people across our community.
Well, and I have Wendy. Wendy is in radiology. She said, "What can I do now to better prepare myself for the future?"
Oh, so that is a really great question.
Mhm.
I'm going to sound like a broken record, though. I would say the best is to find a networking group to connect with. Startup Brew on Wednesday mornings is always such a really great place to meet people from multiple different professions and industries, and across the stage of entry level to senior level within the community. Our groups of Young Professionals Network, which looks at emerging professionals and young professionals in the field ages 21 through 39, is also a really good opportunity. And then also getting involved with Campus FM. Campus FM is located in downtown Fargo, and they serve all of the 7 institutions within the area. So they're not limited specifically to NDSU or another university at all. They just serve students.
Okay.
And so they really connect students to other organizations and to each other, and have events, and just, I'd say, take advantage of the opportunities that are here for students and the community, and then with those that are slightly older and more established within their careers.
Wonderful. I have Emma. Emma said that she would ask you, what advice would you give people who have a different major than you did?
Hmm. I would say that, at the end of the day, your major does matter, right? But it also doesn't matter in the way that you communicate. It's important to know who you are, what your major is, what you're learning, those skills, and to be able to communicate that to somebody when they ask. And so, if I'm with Emma and I'm interested and I'm asking her why she went into her major, it's important for her to be able to tell me so that when I'm walking away from that interaction, I'd be like, oh yeah, I met Emma today. She's in nursing and she went into nursing because she really cares about helping people. And if she can even communicate beyond just helping people, maybe it's a specific age range of people, right? Like, as long as your interaction with somebody, they can walk away and say, hey, this is who I met, this is what they do, this is what they're interested in. I think that's really important. Also being personable and being able to communicate that casually through a conversation. So that's where I say that the major doesn't matter, but because you just need to be able to communicate that, because I might not know anything about engineering, but as long as somebody can tell me about engineering, that's really great, right?
Yeah. Well, and I have another one, and this is from Musa. Who are you helping today? I thought that was a very good question. It's like a general, who are you helping in your organization? I would add to this. So
that is a
loaded
big question. So we serve the community. At the chamber, we have over 2,100 members. And so I'd say the chamber serves our businesses and serves as a catalyst for economic prosperity within the region. And so those businesses and their employees, that chamber serves those individuals and businesses. At the foundation, we serve members of the community. So people within those businesses and organizations and beyond, particularly within workforce and talent. So when we talk about workforce, we talk about acclimation. So new individuals, newcomers, new residents into the region, we help them become settled, establish relationships across the community and to the organization that they work for. We also work in professional development and retention. And so our programs serve a professional development aspect from ages 21 and beyond. In multiple different groups. So we have Leadership FMWF, which Rico, you are a part of our leadership program.
Yes.
And so you're going through that professional development. Our YPN and POC groups and Women Connect all serve different populations and the needs of those particular age ranges and populations. And then I would have to say our Ignite initiative really serves to serve the entire community across nonprofits, for-profits, education, business professionals, government, and job seekers. And it creates this community infrastructure and relationship buildings that job seekers can go to Ignite FMWF, our platform, and look for a regional job board. They can follow an organization or a business to learn more about them, have direct communication with that business. Ignite also serves businesses, and that allows them to have a profile onto Ignite. There's plenty of career cards that look at career awareness, exploration, and preparedness. So you can learn to watch a 2 to 3 minute clip on what it might look like to work in a particular position and at that organization. The nonprofit community often uses that for career awareness as well, and so does our K through 12 schools. And the entire intent behind that particular platform is that students are, they have that awareness, that preparedness, that exploration. They can identify a career. They see how much they might be paid for that career, the skill sets that's required, the commitment for learning and skill sets. And then they're plugged to an area university here within the area. So it's all local. So we serve our local community. And on top of that, once they go through Ignite, our educators are able to connect with business professionals like yourself who might be passionate about connecting with a fifth grader or an eighth grader to talk about careers, or somebody who is in college and you have that opportunity to volunteer. So that's a very loaded question because we serve multiple sectors across the entire community.
I picked the question saying to myself, oh no, maybe I should have picked a different question, but I'm so glad you covered it very well. You did that very, very well.